Hello Gemini, I'm Michelle B, and let's get a look at your purpose. What's holding you back, your fears, your doubts, the causes of that, and what to do to get that energy, get that momentum flowing. Some of us know what our purpose is in the world. That is how we are benefiting benefiting the community outside of just ourselves. Whether we're benefiting one person, whether we're benefiting just our family and our friends, or whether we're benefiting a huge community. There's one card. I'll just turn that over so I can get a look at it. Gemini. What's holding you back? Whoop. Wow, that's the third Empress card coming up in the core of the issue. So also get a look at, if you're curious, also get a look at Aquarius and Pisces reading, because they also had the same card in the same position, like in reverse, for right at the core of the reading. So if you're curious about all of that. Okay, so now let's get started. Fears and doubts. We've got the Seven of Wands, and we got the King of Pentacles in, King of Cups in reverse. We also had King of Cups in reverse for Taurus in that place. And you know, we can be affected by the astrological placements that are right next to us because we're so close to them. Often we have, you know, other placements that fall into the other signs. So that can affect us in minor ways, but essentially it's like feeling out of touch with what you have to present to the world, and that's like just like I don't feel like especially with the Seven of Wands being here, it's like needing to prove yourself in some way, needing to like show that you know what you're doing before you do it. Feeling like I'm supposed to go to grad school, I'm supposed to have a bunch of money saved up, I'm supposed to do it like the right way. There's the right way to do it, and then there's like the goofy way to do it. And so, yeah, like I'm getting the strong pull of feeling like you can't start until you start working on your purpose until you've done all of these things. You've jumped through all these hoops, and it's just really a matter of feeling like you need to prove yourself. Like inferiority complex. My cup is not enough. I need to have other things to offer besides my cup. Who I am as I am is not enough. And the influence that I got from this, the Empress being here in reverse when it came to Aquarius and Pisces, that also had it. The feeling that I got was that it was a maternal. We love our mamas. I love my mama, but she taught me some messed up things because of what she learned, because of her own programming in her childhood. And so when I call my mother on a regular basis, I hear her say things out loud that I'm still hearing in my head from when I was a child. Limiting statements, okay? And so whatever it was, we love our mamas. They work so hard, and they're not trying to screw up our heads. I know I'm the mother of 4. I'm not trying to screw up my kids' heads, but I know I am, okay? I'm not too good to admit that. Anyway, we love our mamas, but sometimes they teach us things that just aren't working for us. That are limiting us. Our mamas didn't mean to limit us, but the things that we learn sometimes will. So look at that. Take a look at something that I pointed out for Pisces. Is another mutable sign just like you, was that if we saw our mothers try so hard, or any other influential adult, but this is the sign of mothers. If we saw our mothers try so hard to accomplish some big thing, and then they ended up having to give up because it seemed like the whole world was stacked against them. It seemed like they didn't have the right support. They weren't properly funded. They didn't have the right education. They just didn't really know what they were doing as they were getting into it. That's informing the way that you're going about considering how you're going to offer your services to the world. So you're like, well, if I am going to do it, if I am going to do this thing, if I am going to level up to my greatest potential, then I have to do this, 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 and this, and this first before I can get started. Because I can't fail. I can't suffer the misery that my mother suffered. And when we see our mother's shame in not being able to pull off something. My mother tried to kick off a business of her own when I was in middle school, and she ended up having to give it up because she wasn't properly supported in starting it. She didn't know what she was doing. My father, rest his soul, my father was like, this is a stupid thing for you to be trying to do, and you need to go get a real job. Stop trying to start your own business. So he never supported it. He was constantly undermining it. And what I got from it was there was so much shame attached to trying and failing. And that's something that you really need to get a look at, Gemini, that it really isn't shameful to try. And there's only a failure if you stop trying. If you decide to pivot into something else, you still haven't failed. If you decide to tweak the whole thing and go in a different direction, it's still not a failure. It's just a redirection, right? You're never failing unless you acknowledge defeat. And one more thing that I pointed out to Pisces, and I would like to point it out to Aquarius as well, an air sign just like you, is that just like we watched our mother's experience informed who we are and how we go about doing things, our experience is going to inform the children, the young people in our lives about how to go about life. So if we refuse to give up, if we live to our greatest potential, if we put ourselves out there, make ourselves seen, and become available to the universe to like make the world a better place, the young people will see that and say that's reality instead of failure is reality. Okay, so we owe it to them. All right, so actionable steps going forward to help you with your fears, and that is be that fire queen, be the sunflower queen. Smile and have a good time. This is, I really feel like this is at the core, whether you choose to get more education, try to accumulate more funding, even if you are going through all these steps of trying to prove yourself first before you really get yourself out there and make yourself visible. The point is to have fun while you're doing it. And I feel like making yourself visible is really important. The Queen of Wands is very visible. She's a star. She's the Leo card. So she's putting herself out there in whatever capacity she's in. So if you put yourself out there and say, I don't know everything, I'm still a student, but here I am. And you make yourself bold and visible. I'm a student, and this is the thing. These are the things that I've learned this week. And get out there. Just get out there, get out there, get out there, get out there. And what it's going to do is going to prove to yourself over and over and over again that you're getting there. You're training your brain to accept the fact that you're getting there, that you are successful, that you are useful, that what you have to offer is good for people. Okay? And so, how to start believing in yourself? Actionable steps to to believe in yourself, increase your faith in yourself. And we got the Four of Cups. This is it's a stinker, and it's a stinker, ungrateful kind of energy. What I'm feeling is that it's every time you do something good for other people, every little step that you take that benefits other people, and they express gratitude for what you have to offer them, bring it in and feel it intently. I would even keep a list, like right by my bed, or like on the bathroom mirror, someplace where I'm going to see it regularly, above the stove, any place where I would see it regularly, of sort of like testimonials of the people that you've done good things for. Every time somebody says something nice to you, every time somebody says, oh, thank you for the thing that you gave me, just write it down. Every good thing that you've done for other people that they've expressed gratitude for, make sure and get that written down so that you can see that what you have to offer is really useful to people. It will really bring up that self-esteem. Okay. Love you, Taurus. I'm closing it out at 10 minutes. And I will see you next time. Bye, bye, bye. See you later.